All right, guys, we are back to the action. This is Scott Golden here on singles day for men and women both. We've got a good matchup here on championship court as Ben Johns is squaring off against Kyle Lewis. Kyle Lewis is decked out with Engage gear, playing with that beautiful new Engage paddle that just got released. Ben Johns obviously with Franklin Pickleball. He's got that black and white Franklin that is beautiful as well. So both these players stepping on the court, looking good, ready to go. I'm going to take a look at Kyle Lewis and find out where he's from and what he's been up to on his pickleball tournament trail. I've seen Kyle Lewis playing at several of these tournaments. He's a very good player, but he's coming up against world number 1 Ben Johns. That's always a tall feat. Ben looks oftentimes in the mornings as if he's so relaxed, so comfortable. The tournament actually 7 in the books. Now his 8th tournament. Let's kick these guys off as Kyle Lewis is going to be serving to Ben. He's 32 years of age. Ironically, his UTPR ratings are all over the board here. Something doesn't seem quite right. I guess he never plays mixed doubles or rarely plays because he's got a 3.0 mixed rating, so I'm guessing he doesn't really play much mixed doubles. He's got an official doubles rating of 4.5 and a singles rating of 4.5, but you can't always mark those ratings as accurate. I'm sure he plays above those UTPRs like many of the players do. All right, Ben Johns off to a quick 2-0 lead. And Kyle, both his serves have sailed out. He's trying to get that nice deep. It's a great point from Ben Johns as he's out to a 3-0 lead. Just off camera, we've got Catherine Parento squaring off against Callie Smith. Right now they're just warming up. I'm not sure if they're playing each other soon or not, but we'll keep an eye on that. Been rolling that forehand past Kyle Lewis into a small window right there. He threaded that needle, as he often does, utilizing that Franklin paddle and that chainsaw serve. We're seeing a lot of the pros start to utilize that serve as it creates a lot of spin. I think it's widely known that the serve in pickleball is not typically known as a weapon like it is in tennis. But Ben able to create lots of side spin. And even though you might not get a clean winner off of it, not a lot of aces in pickleball, you will create some problems for the opponent if you can get that ball to kick just a little. Ben is just amazing to watch as he uses the court proficiently. His footwork is clean. His strokes are clean. There's no question why he's the number one player in the world in singles, doubles, and mixed doubles. At 22 years of age, he's almost perfected his craft. Always calm, cool, and collected. Never seems rattled. It's unfortunate that Kyle Lewis is having to square off against Ben Johns this early. It must be frustrating playing Ben as he never looks like he's in a hurry for anything, yet he's always in place. Footwork's always good. One of the things that Brian Staub says about Ben Johns is that he's always on balance, on point. You never see him off balance, or rarely do you see him making just clumsy, unforced errors. And that's how he's able to work his way through these brackets so easily. As we see now at 7-0. And that serve, I'm telling you guys, you might not be able to see it on the camera as well, but that ball is kicking big time as he changes up the way he's hitting these serves. He's putting on an absolute clinic going sideline to sideline. Very few mistakes from Ben Johns. And oftentimes he's hitting clean winners on his opponents like we're seeing. Just like that. Kyle Lewis staying too good. Already game point at 10-0. All right, Kyle Lewis finds his way onto the scoreboard, getting his first point of game one. Yeah, that's too good right there. Ben manipulating Kyle there, getting up to that non-volley zone and just holding his ground. It's 10-1. Boy, that is a tough serve right there from Ben Johns. 11-1. Kyle getting at least 1 point, not getting the bagel. This is Scott Golden. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break, and we'll be back to the action in just a few. All right, guys, as we kick off game two, Ben Johns starting the same way he did in game one, poised to take down his opponent in 2 games. The more I watch Ben Johns with his serve, the more I realize he's been working on that chainsaw serve over the last few tournaments, and he's getting better and better at perfecting this serve, and he's got different variations as he's going through his regiment. And as he wrong-footed Kyle Lewis completely, Kyle in the right box, watching that ball whiz by his backhand. No answer. Kyle saying that ball was too high, and Ben taking full advantage of it. But again, this is nothing that we haven't seen from Ben Johns before. He really puts a lot of pressure on these opponents, and if you're not completely dialed in and prepared for what you're going to see against the world number one in singles, doubles, and mixed doubles, you will see firsthand what he can do. I think he's just the best that I've seen at controlling the ball, controlling the court, and controlling the opponent. He's just got such immense discipline, never seeming to be out of balance, out of control. Sometimes I struggle coming up with even words to describe what he's able to do out on the pickleball court. And if anybody's ever played this level of pickleball, you know how difficult it is to control the opponents and the ball. That ball was, I believe, 3 inches out, and Ben knew it. He went ahead and ripped the forehand. But then afterwards, I think he looked down at the baseline, regretting that he didn't call that one out. All right, Ben Johns giving up his first point of game 2. Kyle Lewis not waiting until 10-0 to capture that first point, so let's see if he can do something now at 1-5, down a game, playing the number 1 player in the world. Ben just looking so relaxed out there right now. He's earned at least 2, if not 3, on the run, rolling it back cross court. It's 5-1 now. That serve getting away from him just a tad. You won't see that very much, but you will see it a little bit more now that Ben Johns is being more aggressive with that chainsaw-type serve. You won't see him do it too often, but he will occasionally miss. And there he chooses to go back behind Kyle Lewis as he rolled the first few past the forehand of Kyle. Kyle then anticipated the forehand, Ben recognizing that, going behind him so easily. Another point stacked on the board for Ben Johns. Just the pressure that we're seeing Ben Johns put on Kyle Lewis right now is impressive. I was wondering if Lewis was going to take a timeout, so we're going to take this hydration break, give these players a second, and we'll be back to the action shortly.
Hey, Benny boy. Top of the morning to ya. Do you know what time it is?
It's the morning. It's 7 a.m. What do you want?
It's 7 a.m. Come on, it's cocktail hour.
Really? All right. Amateur.
Jerseylene.
Jardim.
Jardine.
Simone Jardim.
Simone.
All right, guys, it's 7-1 as we come back out of that timeout. Ben Johns executes his serve. capturing another point. Brings it to 8-1 here in game 2. As he is in complete control over Kyle Lewis, his opponent. That is an amazing forehand around the post as Kyle Lewis, trying to switch things up, gets into a little bit of that cat and mouse at the non-volley zone, and Ben knew automatically which shot to hit there. He's really trying to put a lot of heat and pressure on Kyle by kicking that serve out wide. Great rip there from Kyle Lewis as he needed that. Again, I spoke on this last round, but it's hard to keep the game close and to win these games if you can't string together multiple points in a row. And as you can see, the best in the business, Ben Johns, is able to string 3, 4, 5 even in a row, separating himself from his opponent, and that's really the big difference. Ben really pushing the limits on this serve right now. He's had a couple, if not a few, unforced errors on that serve, but he's willing to give that up to continue perfecting that serve, as he knows how much pressure it can put on a player across the net from him. He's already got the most consistent, most disciplined game that we've seen in the last 50 years. But now that he's added this chainsaw serve into his repertoire, we're seeing the points really get shorter. Oh, goodness. We had a ball come over. Kyle stepping on it. It was a ball from Callie and Catherine. He never even saw it. I'm surprised Ben or the referee didn't see it either. That definitely affected his ability to play that point out. They're going to redo it, it looks like. Kyle's right foot snuck into the non-volley zone. I'm not sure it would have made a big difference even if he didn't foot fault, as Ben Johns takes that in 2. 11-1, 11-2. Thank goodness Kyle's ankle's okay after he stepped on that ball. But this is Scott Golden here at the PPA Orange County Cup, bringing you all the live action. We'll be back after a commercial break.